Hello everyone, welcome to Voice of Russia for you. I'm very glad to see you here and hope that you're glad to see me here as well on your screens. Well guys, today's topic will be bananas. Bananas in the Soviet Union. I know that most of you haven't heard about this fact, but from now on, you'll be familiar with this. Guys, I want to tell you that back in the Soviet times, in the Soviet Union, bananas were very scarce. Deliveries of bananas, shipments of bananas were very rare, and Soviet people were very happy every time they could buy bananas. I understand that it sounds ridiculous these days because nowadays bananas are one of the most cheapest and one of the most available fruits on earth, and it's no problem to eat bananas. I'm sure that any of you, at least most of you, can go to any supermarket and buy bananas whenever they want. But back in the Soviet times, bananas were in high deficit. And today I'd like to tell you how it came about. Getting bananas and eating them. Back in the Soviet times, I was a kid, and of course I couldn't go to any store and buy something, so my parents did it. And every time bananas were shipped to our neighboring stores, our parents would go there. They would line up to buy these bananas, and bananas were shipped green, so that they wouldn't get spoiled during this shipping. So we would buy them green, bring them over to our houses, and place them in some dark places so that the bananas could become mellow, so that could become yellow, like this one. By the way, this one is even slightly brown in some places. So each family had special places for this purpose. For example, in our apartment, there was this storage that we would call entresol. It's actually the French term entresol, and in fact it was a small mezzanine in the corridor between the hallway and the kitchen. It was a small mezzanine under the ceiling with small doors, and we would place bananas there, and we kids would wait for the bananas to become mellow, and we would open the doors and peek in to check whether they have become yellow enough, at least, or not. Of course, sometimes whenever we were allowed to eat bananas, we would take them out of this entresol and eat them. Of course, sometimes we couldn't wait for them to become yellow, and we ate them half green, half yellow. And you cannot understand how happy we were to eat bananas. Bananas for us were one of the most delicious fruits ever. And up to these days, I appreciate bananas a lot, but honestly, I must say that I'm not such a big fan of bananas as I used to be when I was a kid. Probably this particular banana has a very sweet, very nice taste, but sometimes they don't. They don't taste that sweet. Probably depends on the sort of bananas. But anyway, no matter how sweet and delicious they are these days, I'm not that excited about them as I used to be when I was a child. And I'd like to point out that some of you may think that We were very unlucky to live under such conditions. Uh, but I want to say that no, we weren't that unlucky. We just took it for granted. We just knew that bananas were very scarce, and we were happy every time we were able to get them and to eat them and to enjoy them. I want to say that there's always two sides of the coin. And on the one hand, we can complain about something being unavailable or being scarce, but at the same time, on the flip side of the coin, we can see some positive things, like being able to experience this joy to get something that you can get every day. For example, I remember back in the day, over each holiday, we had a great table with delicious foods, with the foods that were not available on the daily basis. But we were so happy to have them on a holiday, and we appreciated it a lot, and we were just happy. And these days, when everything is in great abundance, even sometimes in redundance, I go to a supermarket, I see this incredible choice of goods, and I have hard times picking up what I want. Everything is arguable. I understand that. Common sense tells us that whenever anything is available, it's better when it isn't. But anyway, sometimes there is some positive aspects in not having everything available on the daily basis. Think about it when you have time. So that's it for today. I hope my video was interesting for you, and talk to you soon, my friends. Bye.